Four-time All-Pro DB for the Packers, so vicious on the field and such a delight. Now off of it, Pro Football Hall of Famer and inventor of the Lambeau Leap, Leroy Butler, Bears-Packers. What were your thoughts?
Well, I'll be honest. Ryan Poles is the executive of the year. I think Ben Johnson is the coach of the year.
Ooh!
When you go from worst to first, I don't care who it is. I don't care if we're playing hopscotch, spades. It doesn't matter. To do that to be in the second seed in 1 year is remarkable. Now put that to the side for 1 second. If you're the Green Bay Packers and you're thinking about, look at God, I get another opportunity to beat the Bears at their place. I'm going to take advantage of it. Yes.
I'm so stunned that you just gave so much love to the Bears. I feel like it's like reverse psychology or something. You know, it being the third time, like you're saying, there's another opportunity. The third time teams face each other. You had a situation like that, right? 1993. You
Yes.
against the Lions. You split the
Yes.
regular season. You split it. And then you saw them again also in the wild card round.
Yes.
What do you remember from that? If you look back now at that game and what those two games meant to that third.
That's why I love doing your show, because you always do your homework.
Good, great producers.
Yeah. Well, it's your show, though, so they understand. I've already talked to them off camera about how amazing they are.
Love you.
I just remember having a great opportunity. How was it unfortunate or fortunate to play a team that you know? And as in the locker room, we're thinking, well, I'd rather play a team that I know, because coaches don't change a lot. Okay, they don't. They make a few wrinkles here or there, but it felt a lot more. The anxiety wasn't as high because I knew my opponent, and it was a great opportunity for us, and that really got us kicked off. A team being one of the teams that can play anywhere, you know, beat anybody. But when you're playing a team 3 times, you know, you only got to win the third one.
You wouldn't have rather seen Philly?
You know, the thing about Philly is, I don't even have a word to describe Philly, because I think that when you win a Super Bowl, because I won one and lost one as they did, you feel like you can beat anybody. I don't care what my seed is. I don't care. I'm gonna sit guys. I don't. This is not the college football thing, the way they want to be seated and play a certain team. No, we'll play anybody. So Philly doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who they play. So, you know, be honest with you, we have game plans for Philly. You have game plans for Chicago, but you got to get out of the first round. Though, if you don't get out of the first round, then the Packer fans are going to be saying, well, it's much of the same has been going on.
The Packers were on a 3-game losing streak. They rest everybody in this loss to the Vikings. Would you have wanted to see, just knowing how you know the pace of it, the momentum part of it, all of that, the experience level, would you like to see the starters play a little bit more to close out the regular season?
You know, it's a great question. I went back and looked at history, how we used to do in the 90s, and sometimes you would sit guys and things of that nature. But nowadays, we played Jordan last year, a few plays. He got hurt. We
Christian.
played Christian Watson, my nephew, played him. He got hurt. Would that made a difference in us beating, going deeper in the playoffs? Maybe it would have. So my grandmother told me this, Kate. She said, what's 100% way of not getting bit by a shark? Don't go swimming.
It's a smart lady.
So if you want your guys available, don't play them. And that's what we did.
And hopefully it'll work out in Chicago. Have you seen these cheese grater hats, Leroy?
No, I haven't.
Don't, come on. You haven't seen these? Let's show. No. I think we have it.
Yeah, let me see it on screen.
These. Caleb was wearing it. They're wearing, the Chicago Bears fans are wearing cheese grater merch. How do you feel about this? What do you want to say?
Well, when you don't win a lot, it's shocking. You have to figure something out.
You wear cheese heads. Get
Well, I'm just saying, though, but we've been doing it from day one.
what? Okay.
It's not a gimmick.
Yeah.
So they're new
I
on
don't
the
know.
scene.
It's a gimmick.
Eh, you're not gonna
Okay.
always do it. Our coach don't take his shirt off. You can see our coaches fit through his shirt.
Some people wish he would.
Well, I'm just saying, namely my daughter, but that's a different show. Yeah. So,
Here's
and
the
she's
thing.
40 though. She's 40 years old.
If I was a Packer fan, I
Yes.
would say, I can't believe you've made an entire thing about us. Like the cheesehead is Dairyland, Wisconsin, who we
Yes.
are, our identity. And you guys made something about us? That's so sweet. I love that. That's what I would say if I was a Packer fan. Like,
Petty. It's
yeah,
petty, but it could be brilliant if it
I
works.
know, I like it.
But the thing about it, when you shred it, it's still cheese.
Right.
So that's how we look at it.
Trevon Diggs, he gets 32 snaps, Leroy, against the Vikings.
Thank you, Cowboys. Thank you.
Listen, they keep giving you guys gifts.
Cowboys.
LaFleur, with his shirt on, he said that he wouldn't rule him out as a starter against the Bears. What does that look like? What kind of impact can he make? How big of a deal?
The good thing about Diggs, ball skills wise,
Mm-hmm.
nobody's better in the last 3, 4, 5 years. The guy's amazing. Our problem in the secondary, Kay, we can't catch. We're in defense for a reason. We've dropped probably more interceptions than any team. So give him $500,000 for 1 week. We can find that in the couch. We have nothing like him. He was an all-pro a few years ago and just needs a reset. And we're gonna give it to him. And yes, he could start, because all you got to do is get 1 or 2 picks, and it turns the whole game around.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very excited.
He really could flip this game against the Bears, just like we've seen Kevin Byard do, even just in an attempt yesterday. Just that's all it takes.
100%.
He's got 20 career interceptions. This guy. We're gonna take a short TV break. We're still live. Don't say anything crazier than you've already said. Leroy Butler, our Hall of Famer, still with us on YouTube. I want to ask you about. You mentioned catching. And guys on defense. On offense, a lot of we want to see more from those, pass catchers. Matthew Golden in particular. I met you the day after he was drafted. We sat there in the atrium, the big Lombardi in the morning. He went an entire season. He hasn't scored a touchdown since then. The whole year without a touchdown. Packers fans want more. What should happen? How involved should he be?
We have to be honest. There's only way you can catch a fish. You got to put a hook in the water, or you go to the store. But he has not gotten opportunities. I mean, you have to face facts that as soon as Christian Watson came back, Romeo Dobbs, Wicks, he has not gotten the opportunity. And when he is out there, they just don't use him. I mean, the guy's a dynamic guy in space. And if they want, and then I think Stenovich, our offensive coordinator, basically said he's not going to be a factor, in the playoffs. I don't know if they're just trying to trick people, but he's not got an opportunity.
If this doesn't happen, if these cheese grating Bears win this game, and the Packers don't get a win on Wild Card Weekend, this is the second year in a row that as a 7 seed, you're out, one and done. Then what? What is the conversation? Is there a change that's going to get made? What is the talk?
There is going to be a talk of that because I think it's fair because you're a 7th seed again. You've lost consecutive games again, and people don't really care about injuries anymore. Everybody has had injuries.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, you would think you would beat a team that you're up 16-6 with 5 minutes to go, and the Denver Broncos, you're up 23-14. I mean, if you think about it, had you won 2 of these games down the stretch, Kay, you would have won the division because
Yep.
Chicago lost the last 2. So at the end of the day, it is a clean slate in the playoffs. A lot of you guys don't have a lot of playoff experience. They're the youngest team in the league for the 3rd year in a row, but the NFL does not care. You have enough talent to go up there or go down there for them to beat them, because I really think the Chicago Bears are a tired team. They're just wore down. Because when
Really?
you win all these games in the fourth
Fourth
quarter,
quarter, it's
it takes a
exhausting. I agree
it
with that. I
is.
think it takes
It
its
is.
toll. I've seen research on that.
Yes. Yes.
Interesting. So you're picking the Packers,
I have a score for you.
please,
Packers will win 28-14.
because one sentence, because
Oh, I love this. Got to drill it down. Jalen Reed, there's no answer for Jalen Reed and Christian Watson. There's no answer. They don't
I
have
love that.
anybody.
Him
They
being
give up
back.
a lot of yards. They give up a lot of
Cute.
yards.
Love that. You're a Hall of Famer. You are unbelievable. Sending you love. Happy New Year. Thanks for being on the show.
Always a pleasure.